M0tsunabE-san will probably have a bit of a field trip here if he relies on his mobility. However, Hero does also have some incredible options to deal with the pressure that M0tsunabE can put out. Look at him go, just reflecting the projectiles, forcing him to come in. He really wants nothing to do with him until they decide to break that distance, and it's M0tsunabE who manages to get the most out of it first.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see right there, kind of the way M0tsunabE plays. Obviously, Falco, very, very combo-heavy character, right?
Sí.
But he is, I don't want to say lame, but he has nothing against playing safe. And just sitting back, reflecting the grenades, and shooting the laser. He has no problem doing that, which honestly, that can be kind of Snake's kryptonite, unless you get knocked off the side with a back air and put in a bad situation at ledge, but M0tsunabE gets away with his slippery movement.
Yep, great recovery there. Trying to catch him maybe with a back air as they tried to recover the cross-up with a fair and a weird situation where the back air actually managed to get that stop.
That looked like maybe a little bit questionable DI because
I agree.
Because Snake, that is a grown man. He is not light. He should have survived that. I think maybe he was taken off surprise with the cross-up back air and was expecting to be sent to the left. So maybe he DI'd hard right and he went hard right.
Something to keep in mind as well is the perfect combo breaker that Snake has in those grenades. Usually Falco will try to go for the long extensions, but if he catches him with a grenade as he tries to combo, there will be a trade, and we've seen it. We've seen Hero take advantage of those situations. Great recovery from M0tsunabE, but still struggling because he's still caught off stage.
Wow! Yeah, you can see he tried to light him up with the C4, right, getting off the ledge right there. But as he was in the animation, he used the Phantasm to the side to knock him up and out and off the left side of the stage. So this is an incredibly M0tsunabE favorite game at this point. So we really need to see some big changes or maybe even a character change coming in from Hero.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bowser would work.
Then Nikita gets him off the... Put him in a checkmate, let's be honest. Put him in a checkmate. There was no getting out of that. But can he continue those kinds of checkmate situations to maybe get a turnaround in this game?
Absolutely insane. Those reversed up tilts to try to make sure to keep him within the trap that Falco is. Once he catches you with the first one, you know that you're in danger. Going all the way down, trying to catch him, but instead gets caught with the up tilt. Once again, beautiful attack there from Hero to get that stock. He's not too far behind. Honestly, he could still do this. He needs to be very careful, and M0tsunabE is forcing him to break that distance first. That's actually allowing him to start dealing safe damage from a distance.
And he is already up at 60%. As all of you know, Snake is no stranger to putting on a lot of damage very, very quickly. And Falco is not necessarily light, but also not a heavy character. You could call Falco almost a middleweight.
He's there. Yep. That's
M0tsunabE, you got to tech those, man.
That's rough.
You got to tech those, man. The grenade obviously put him in a kind of a weird tech situation where he maybe was a little bit too close to tech it effectively and sent him off the side, and with his jump already gone, there was no coming back from that. So some may call it luck.
No,
I call it skill.
No, you know, I'll tell you what it is. It's the Falco brain. We do that all the time. We try to go for the edge guard. We leave the stage thinking that we might get something nice out of it, and we put ourselves in bad situations. That's something that we suffer a lot from as Falco mains. And it's something that M0tsunabE will certainly regret doing at this point in time. I think his neutral was perfect. To be honest, he was just waiting out on Hero to make a decision and punish accordingly. Now this time, maybe M0tsunabE will opt for a little bit of more aggression, something that is actually quite characteristic of M0tsunabE-san.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a very, very aggressive Falco player, but he does pull back when needed. But it doesn't really seem like that Hero is giving him any chances to pull back. He's just getting him with grabs, and every time he sits back to shoot the laser, he immediately gets met with 2 or 3 grenades immediately. So he really needs to start making some slight adjustments, because in the first game, he was winning until that last interaction, but in this game, it almost, I want to say, is Hero favored. He is not really letting him get anything started.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start from M0tsunabE and a perfect one from Hero, where he's trying to snuff out what Motsu is trying to do. Of course, playing at a distance is something that Snake feels super comfortable at, but Falco really doesn't struggle that much. Beautiful wall of damage with the lasers and with the reflect as well, but you gotta be extremely mindful of how you recover, because one hit or maybe two from Snake could definitely do massive amounts of damage. And of course, Falco being as light that he is, he will suffer. He needs to take the stock immediately, super close to the upper blast zone, but not quite enough to get that stock just yet.
Oh, and there was that Falco brain you were talking about right there.
See?
M0tsunabE was so focused on getting the edge guard, he didn't even notice the C4 at the ledge, and took quite a bit of percent from that to where 180%, that is obviously kill percent for basically any character, as we saw with the up air right there. But with Snake's ability to put on percent really fast, 40% extra credit is very, very big.
It's very good, exactly. And he's still getting a lot out of it, just waiting for M0tsunabE to land on those grenades and get punished off from them. Great jabs just to make sure to check what M0tsunabe's option was going to be. Still struggling to find anything. This is actually prime time for Falco. Goes for the double there, my GOAT. That's exactly how you need to go and try to challenge your opponents as they try to find a safe spot. Of course, that's not going to happen. Beautiful way from M0tsunabE to start racking up damage and turn things on his favor.
Yeah, the up tilt was facing the wrong way, or else that very may have well been the stock right there. But it's Snake and it's up tilt. They go hand in hand. So he gets in with the stock anyways, and we are down to a last stock game. So really good on M0tsunabE to make the adjustments needed to make this a lot closer than it seemed at the beginning of this game.
Good damage off the up tilt and the nair. Gotta be mindful though. Hero's trying to chase him down, trying to pin him. Of course, the up tilt will allow him to just reset the situation in which they were. M0tsunabE opting to stay behind, just close to the ledge where he feels some semblance of safety. Will not be enough thanks to the, oh, there you go. Wow, great stuff, catching the read. Good recognition of M0tsunabE, now knowing that what he had in the first game was probably something that shouldn't have happened in his mind. I mean, you can tell with his body language just how relieved he is that he got this second game after what happened in the first one.
Absolutely. Yeah, there were no kind of fubs, I guess you could say, so no mess-ups in that second game. Like, unfortunately lost him the first game. So with that, and also being as close as it was here, it doesn't feel like he needs to change characters, going right back into it with the Snake versus Falco on the same Hollow Bastion that we've been at this whole time.
A lot, yeah, actually. Not only on this set, but on previous ones as well. One of the most preferred stages, so it seems. Something that I do love about Japan is that they don't usually gentleman to Pokemon Stadium 2, which is a stage that I don't think it's neutral at all. No. So the fact that they are, most of them starting in Hollow Bastion is actually extremely refreshing. Some of you guys should learn a thing or two.
I know, right? Actually, kind of the one of the sayings here is, well, not really a saying, but the most common gentleman stage is actually small battlefield.
Hey, they know!
Which in my opinion, is a great stage.
It is a neutral, yeah.
But either way, oh my gosh, speaking of great, Hero had the tech roll read on him with that and got him with the up tilt. Not quite enough yet, but he does absolutely has Falco at kill percent now, but the back here is going to take it, and M0tsunabE gets the first stock over Hero.
Barely though, let's keep in mind that he's still not out of the blue. I'm telling you, just like that, Hero goes for a random up tilt, and of course, it will work. Such high percentages is something that Falco suffers a lot from. Lots of air dodges, lots of clankings. Gotta be super careful. There you go, that's a perfect prime time for Falco. Unfortunately, once again, that combo breaker, the grenade, will stop him in the journey of getting a lot of percentage quite early on.
Yeah, and okay, really good. So at this point, M0tsunabE is just not letting Hero get anything started. Hero keeps trying to come back aggressively, but it's just not working because M0tsunabE seems to have figured something out. Even though Hero does get him back off stage at that point, M0tsunabE is just happy to go back to center stage and try and reset.
Yeah, sometimes even hold the ledge even. Like, he feels comfortable letting Hero hold that center sometimes as well. So, epale, gotta be super careful. Those are absolutely deadly if you get caught by them. Lasers once again, trying to catch him with the upper, not being able to, waiting out the air dodge perfectly. M0tsunabE-san catching with yet another up smash. Once again, gotta be careful. Still not out of the blue. I don't want to curse it, but this is perfect. This is prime time for a Falco getting insane amounts of damage, 60%, and it's still on rising, Watson.
He is not stopping, and can he get the back air? It is the soft hit, so nothing quite yet. But with 100%, one more hit may do it. Nothing with the up smash off the side, and that will be it. Okay, I was expecting a back air, going for a forward air instead. But okay, so even I was right in that. M0tsunabE was wrong. So we are getting back into the kind of the last moments, and the back air does take it off the side. So M0tsunabE has a very big turnaround in that to immediately take that game 3, and we are going to game 4. Will we see a character switch, or will he try and go with the Snake?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think Hero still has what it takes to bring this back with Snake, despite the fact that what we all saw was M0tsunabE adapting incredibly well. Híjole, let me tell you, we hate Diddy Kong as Falcos, so...
He seems to know that.
He knows for sure. So, interesting to see how this will play out. This is a very uncomfortable matchup for a Falco, specifically thanks to the banana. It's so hard to deal, especially off stage. The velocity at which Diddy Kong can move, it's pretty much, very much similar to Falco's buttons. But Diddy Kong has insane setups to demolish stocks extremely early. So M0tsunabE will have to play not only around those, but will have to innovate quite a lot in order to get his stuff done.
Yeah, really, really good. Okay, tries to go for the forward smash off the side after the banana trip, but doesn't really get anything started at this point. Has the banana on ledge, but M0tsunabE he is checking where he needs to go and rolls past it. So at this point, they're just kind of brawling with each other, but Hero, please stop landing on top of M0tsunabE. You get up smashed every time.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Let him fall in it. Just the beautiful way that M0tsunabE is catching Hero is something that Hero really needs to pay attention to.
Absolutely, and really good banana catch coming in from it bouncing off of M0tsunabe's shield like that. And okay, and even he parries as it falls down. That's just classy. That's just classy play.
Now, watch out though, because we know. Oh, there you go, trying to catch him on the trip. Unfortunately for M0tsunabE, that was not appropriate. That was not the right time for it. There you go, goes for the double up smash. Finally getting that first stock, 64%. Is actually something that Diddy Kong could play with. Trying to catch him once again, up tilting to back air. Diddy Kong barely survives that. Good pressure from M0tsunabE, and unfortunately, Hero's not being able to find anything just yet. Diddy Kong usually is very good at suffocating Falco, or at least my Falco, but it doesn't seem to be the case here for M0tsunabE, who feels extremely comfortable at scrapping with Diddy Kong.
Absolutely, and to be completely honest, of course that Hero does play a slew of multiple characters, but I am seeing, I feel a little bit of uncomfortability in the Diddy Kong. He's missing banana catches, the banana's hitting him as opposed to only his opponent. I just feel like maybe, even though this may be a bad matchup, as you had said, it may have been better to go with his true main for just the ultimate comfortability, because this back air takes it, and that is M0tsunabE 3-1 over Hero.
Beautifully done from M0tsunabE, showing that it doesn't matter what you throw at him, he will be ready like a true bird of prey. Great stuff from both of them, really. Hero actually getting one game off. M0tsunabE-san just doing phenomenally as well with the Snake, putting him on a bit of an edge at the beginning, because M0tsunabE had to like click back into what worked, what needed to be done. So it's absolutely insane just how both of these competitors did. And just quick shout outs to Chat Iron Chest for the subscription with Prime. Please make sure to enjoy
Thank you so much.
throughout the rest of the day. No ads for the remaining of the tournament.
Wonderful, and for the rest until your subscription expires. But yeah, so we do have a lot of ads, we're sorry for that, but with a Prime subscription, you can just skip all of that and just stick strictly to good gameplay. And speaking of good gameplay, we do have some more sets coming, but with this, I will be switching off for one of your favorite commentators over here, Sean from somewhere. So anyway, sir, it's been great. It's been
pleasure, dude.
Absolute pleasure getting to commentate with you. Thank you so much.
You're amazing.
It's
I
been
enjoyed
great. And thank you everyone for watching. I will see you again at another tournament, but for now, Watson is checking out. See you again, guys. Thank you.
Gracias, Watson. That was absolutely amazing. Make sure to show some love to Watson. He's your what is it? Socials. Watson_B_JP. Make sure to follow my guy. He was absolutely insane. Sean, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Estoy bien.
Eso, chingada. Let's go.
Me gusta. Me encanta Smash Bros.
Dame la mano. Let's go. Nice to see you, dude.
Hello. Dude, I've been looking around for like the first hour of some of these sets going on off stream. There's a lot of people streaming those sets. Kind of cheering on their boys and everything.
Everybody's got their own chat, right?
Exactly.
Their own stream.
But there are the most insane sets going, even off stream as well. Like, there's so many games to be played. And so, well, to be fair, I was about to say so little to be streamed, but we literally have 8 streams that we have here today. I'll give a quick reminder. There is the main EGS stream that you can find on YouTube. There are all the sub-streams. Loki, if you just look up Kagaribi on YouTube, you'll be able to find all of them. And then there's also a couple ones on Twitch, namely VGBootCamp, VGBootCamp 2, and then we also have the good people over at Collision that are helping us out here this weekend. And yeah, a lot of games to be played. I believe we are about to get into our next one soon. But in the meantime, how was your weekend been?
My weekend was amazing. Yesterday I went to Shibuya just for a little bit. I didn't have a lot of time there, but I was able to snack some Pokemon Center stuff.
Oh,
for sure.
cool,
I had to. You had to do it.
That's the one must do when you're in.
For sure. This is my second time here in Japan. First time for work.